Hello, beautiful Gemini. This is Brandon with Wow Intuitive here to bring you your weekend vibes energy reading for August 2nd through August 4th. I hope the week has treated you well. I hope Friday has been even better. And let's see if we can make the weekend sound off just the same as the rest of the week did. The way we do the weekend reads, or the way I do them, I should say, is that I do 2 cards for each kind of Gemini out there. I do 2 cards for the Gemini that's single. I do 2 cards for the Gemini in love. I do 2 cards for the Gemini that's a bit complicated and not sure maybe where they stand with any one person or any people. But yeah, let's get into it. What do we have? Whoa. Alrighty then. This is how we're starting out this weekend, Gemini. With third eye energy, with the ajna. We're making sure that we're visualizing this weekend. We're making sure that we're open to that perception that the universe has been providing for us, because it's been that kind of state of being, hasn't it? We've been in this state of being. We didn't have to try all that hard, did we? Because we went through so much crap that we couldn't help but dialogue with the divine. Now, could we? So continue down this path. Continue to allow your inner voice to speak to the outer cosmic. Okay, that's what the conversation is. It's a conversation between your third eye and your crown, which, as I said in my other videos, is the one. The crown is the one you don't have to worry about. That's the one that the universe provides for you. That's the one that the universe takes care of and evolves so that you don't have to. It's the one that we can relax on. And the way that's going to happen is if you continue to allow that stillness. Whenever you look into a body of water, like a pond or something like that, if it's very clear water, if you cause a ripple, if anything causes a ripple, you can't exactly see clearly into that pond, can you? You have to wait for the waters to calm. You have to wait until they're still so that you can see everything that's down there, down in there, deep down in there even. So allow that. Allow yourself to continue to be calm. Allow yourself to continue to be still. Allow yourself to allow the universe to give whatever it's trying to give to you, to allow it to prepare whatever meal it has cooked for you, and enjoy it because it wants you to. Also, for my single Gemini out there, woo, we're keeping that solar going. We're keeping that star energy going. We're keeping that stellar awareness awoke. We're staying in our self-esteem. We're staying in this what you see on the card. This wonderful lady right here who's got her hair whipping back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Is really enjoying just being, just existing, just feeling the vibration of life, the vibration of the universe. She's really enjoying that, and you can tell in the picture. So continue down that, because that's your fuel. That's your gasolina. All right, so continue to allow that into your life. All right, it's going to be very powerful for you throughout the weekend, no matter what your status is as a Gemini. If you continue to realize that you are at your best, then nothing worse than that is allowed in your garden. For my Gemini in love, my Gemini in a loving couple, look at that. We're staying in that third eye energy. We're using our insight. If things are maybe a bit troublesome, if maybe you're having a conflict with your partner, allow the universe to take care of it. Allow your divine self to progress, or to completely deter anything that's taking you out of balance or taking your partnership out of balance. That's the power of the third eye, is that it can see all angles. It has that automatic compassion because the heart chakra is already aligned with it. The anahata is already aligned with the third eye. It's an automatic thing. They kind of work hand in hand. So you got to allow this to happen in your relationship, and you have to be wisdom within your relationship sometimes too. That's the beautiful thing about a Gemini, is usually most Geminis can see from every angle. Even if we know we're not wrong, we can see why people do things. So allow this wisdom to dictate or to direct your path and your partner's path, and use that to help guide your partner. If maybe they're not seeing things clearly, if maybe they're not seeing why they did something or why you did something, Use that wonderful Geminian clarification to put the wisdom out there, put the intelligence out there. That's what we do. We gather intelligence. We're like the freaking CIA of the spiritual world. So allow that. Allow your exist. Just stand in your strength. All right, Gemini? And that's going to help make sure your partnership stays strong. Also, for the Gemini in love, stay grounded. Stay moving. Sometimes you have to say, like when your partner is just blah 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 blah, low vibe blah 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 blah. You have to go, hey, I want you to listen to this and take it seriously. And just like throw them off and like make them laugh. Like make them forget about all the noise that they were trying to bring and bring that wonderful child vibration back into your relationship. Sometimes you have to take it like to an area that you like they didn't know was there. Just to reset things. Just to say, damn, that really wasn't important. And I love you. Like sometimes it takes that. It takes our ability to do that. Because I know we can. It's not that we're immature, Gemini. It's just that we're very in touch with why we loved life as a kid. And it's easy for us to bring that to the surface sometimes. So do that. If things have been troublesome, do that even if they haven't been. That way you keep your relationship fresh and nourished. Okay? Also, for my Geminis that are complicated, we're going to keep our heart chakra wide open. We're going to keep puppy face involved. That way we're bringing that into our lives. Especially if somebody is confusing us about where we stand. As long as you stand in love, you know you're not doing anything wrong and you're providing just the right amount of what is needed. Love is always needed in every relationship, no matter how complicated it is or isn't. As long as you're providing what you're supposed to, you've done no wrong. So you can easily move on from it. You can easily move past it if it's holding you back. Or you can easily push it up if you need to lift it. So let's make sure that we're standing in our Geminian power, which is love. The heart chakra is it can be a bit confusing because people have a really whack ass definition of what love is these days. Like it's like you're supposed to tolerate anything from anybody because you love them, but no, that's not how love works. Love works saying, I love you, so why are you doing this? Why are you saying this or acting like this? And if the answer isn't satisfactory, then how can that relationship bring you satisfaction? If you aren't giving what you give, how is that satisfactory? How is that okay? Sometimes you have to leave something alone in order to bring in what it is that you truly desire. So allow yourself that. Don't get caught up on one person. There's like 4.3 billion people existing right now. So see the tree for the forest, okay? Also, for my complicated Gemini, take responsibility for your own kingdom. Don't allow somebody to come into your kingdom and say, you guys have been living wrong. Don't allow somebody to come into your kingdom and say, wait for me to get back. That's not how we operate, is it, Gemini? That's not how we move. You don't want to come with us? We're going to keep going. We'll see you when we see you. And we'll be very happy to see you, but we're not going to let anything hold us back, are we? We keep going, we keep striving, we keep thriving. And that's just the natural Gemini state. That's the way we live. So exist in your own power, Gemini. Realize, take it in your hand and grasp it, and never let it go. Well, that's all I have for you for right now, Gemini. I'll be talking to you guys soon with your weekly read. If you're going out there and having some fun, be safe, be accountable, be responsible. Make sure that you're not putting yourself in any awry positions, okay? But maximize. Have a great time this weekend. Have a loving time this weekend. Have fun as much as you can, but be safe, please. I love you guys. Peace. Namaste.